we came out on top. But I'm extremely, extremely proud of these guys, because I don't think during the course of this year, in the beginning of the season, if you shot 28% and you come out on top, I don't know if we could have done it. I thought we kept a great attitude for most of the game. I thought we got some good shots. Oh, here you go. Good job, Jake. I thought we got really good shots. They just weren't falling for whatever reason. We haven't played in here in a while. It's not an excuse, but for whatever reason. But I'm very proud of our team to grind it out. It was a 40-minute grind. And for me, as a coach, satisfying win. Satisfying. And I feel bad for Hartford. He does a heck of a job. That Zaglinski's a heck of a player. And they came in with a great game plan, and they executed really well. And it's unfortunate in games like this somebody has to lose. It really is, because I give a lot of credit to Hartford. They played really hard and really well. I'll let you guys.
All right, questions for Jake?
Jake, no 3 points have fallen all night. Any even second thoughts of throwing that last one up?
No. I mean, obviously shots weren't falling, but when you get the ball in that situation, I've shot so many shots in my life. I'm not thinking about.
Tell them about yesterday when we were doing end of game situations. Did you make one shot end of game situation?
I did, yes.
Not many though.
No, I made one.
And well, that's what I'm saying. We were working on it yesterday.
Well, we worked.
He didn't make many, and then today he gets it. He drills it.
I was a little cold yesterday in practice, but we're working on these situations all the time, and fortunately it went down tonight.
Also, towards the end of the game, not just that last shot, but it looked like maybe the last 4 or 5 minutes, a lot of those offensive possessions being routed through you, either posting, and then if the initial post, if you can't get a good look, reposting, maybe going the other side, guys sending lobs into you. Do you feel like that at the end of the game, like guys are looking to you to maybe make a play?
Yeah, we have a lot of weapons on this team, and I think honestly it depends on what the other team's game plan is. There's a lot of weapons. Corey, John, Tyler. They're concentrating on them a lot of the time. So, towards the end of the game, I guess it's easier to get the ball to me, single coverage when they're really denying those guys. So I'm just trying to make plays towards the end of the game if that's the case.
Was that the plan on the last full possession that you guys had? Was it the plan to kick it to you all along, or were you just rotating there in case Tyler got stopped?
With that play, we have so many different options where I set the screen for Tyler, and it's pretty much his job just to make a play. In this case, he ended up avoiding the screen and then kicking it back to me, and it was a pretty good look. He had me open, and it was a good play by Tyler.
Anything else for Jake? All right, thanks, Jake.
What was the priority for Zaglinski, and what were you asking Carlos to do today?
Well, as far as defensively,
yeah,
obviously Carlos really was focused on his defense today, and I just said try to limit his touches and try to limit his good looks, and I think we did that. 2 for 14, 2 for 10. I got to tell you, I love this kid, Zaglinski. I've watched him for a long time. I know his family well. He's a tough kid. And I think anybody would love to. He had 12 rebounds for a 6-foot guard. He's no more than 6 foot. I'm almost looking at him eye to eye. Trust me. And I just wanted him to really work hard on both ends, though. I wanted him to have to play defense, and I wanted him to have to work really hard. And he did. He got loose a couple times. He got loose, but I think he worked so hard on the defensive end and trying to get open shots that he might not have had, he lost his legs a little bit. And that's a credit to our team. That's a credit to Carlos. Carlos is becoming our defensive stopper. I'm asking Carlos to do a lot. He's been so efficient the past 4 or 5 games, and I'm asking him to stop the best player. That's a senior. That's a senior who now gets it and wants to be that type of player.
Coach, kind of a follow-up on that. When Zaglinski came into the league, he really wasn't much of a shooter. He was kind of a dribble drive guy. Seems like after the injury, he's really kind of become a three-point shooter. Were you guarding him? Were you as worried of him taking someone off the dribble or more just open looks from behind the arc?
Well, first of all, we didn't want him to touch. That's how hard we wanted to work. And when he did touch, we had to really hug him. We had to really touch him and prevent threes, because he's got a really quick release and he gets very high off the floor. So anything inside the 3 we were okay with, to be honest with you. We really were. And you know what? You give credit to Carlos, but I thought overall the team defense was pretty good. Pretty good. They shot 31 and 13. That's pretty good for us. Moving forward, too, our defense is getting better. It's a lot better. You know, I looked at our stats from January. I kept our stats from January. January 10th to now, you can see our percentage, defensive field goal percentage going down. It used to be 44. Now it's at 41. Today it'll be even lower. That's good. We're headed in the right direction. I always told you guys when I first got here, we got to be the best team we can be by the end of the year. And we're going to start making shots. You know, they'll start falling. But, you know, give them credit. Their defense was very good.
Coach, adversity's kind of been a theme for you guys all season long, and whether it's the injuries or look at the loss at Maine, the loss on Tuesday, do you feel like those experiences are finally starting to maybe going through those experiences starting to pay dividends now that the guys have gone through those experiences? Now you're seeing that their ability to handle adversity in games, and we saw that today.
I feel like we got over the hump. You know, we didn't get it done in some close games throughout the year. Hartford comes to mind. Obviously, Vermont comes to mind. Maine comes to mind. And today, we finally took on a winner's mentality that we're not losing this game. Even when Zaglinski does hit the three because Corey falls down. Even though he hit you didn't see guys' heads go down. You didn't see body language. Their body language was fine. It was up, hey, let's make the next play. Let's get a good shot. Let's get to the foul line. And I felt like attitude is starting to come into play now. And they're starting to believe in the system, believe in BU basketball. And it's kind of fun to watch. This game was, I hope, that stepping stone that we needed to feel comfortable in the last couple minutes of the game.
You talk about preparing for worst case scenarios in practice. Is something you've done all season long. Do you feel like that's also another big part of that?
You have to practice situations. Don't get me wrong. There's not fans there. There's no refs there. No cheerleaders. But I try to make it as intense as I possibly can. And I just say, look, we're going to run. This is the set we're going to run. Make plays. Be basketball players. Know the situation. Know that we're in the one-on-one. Know we're in the bonus. Know who's got the hot hand. And that's my job too. And I feel like they executed that today.
Coach, what adjustments would you say the team made that made this a better defensive effort in comparison with the game in Vermont, if any?
You know, honestly, I thought our defense, only the last minute of that game, I thought our defense was really solid against Vermont. I thought we traded baskets for a couple minutes there, which I was not pleased with, but I thought our defense was solid and our rotations were getting better. And we just cleaned up a few things. We just cleaned it up in practice the last couple days, and we got better. And we went back to a thing called shell drill. We kind of went back a little bit to stuff I did in October to clean up some things, to remember what our foundation is, to remember what our rotation is. And it's still not perfect because they had an opportunity on a backdoor play to Joe Zaglinski. He ends up missing a layup, which is, very unlike him to, miss layups. But we just got to continue to get better. Keep working on our habits. It's all about the habits, especially at the end of the game.
Do you feel like it's easy